He's not that long. So I'll go over these commands. In fact, everything about our product is differentiated, including these small cases. These are all the same case. It's the same command. And then, by the fifth, it changed the command. What's the command change? But the commands associated with it are just starting to curve and flow. Although I changed the curved flow, so this planning this logic is very clear, and of course it will be clear. That knowledge is very cumulative. And then there's the fact that everyone learns one thing. Don't have perfectionist tendencies. Learning software I teach every time I teach I'll teach like this. Choose it. Datum point it. Targeted pasta point it. And then? Let's do it again. Tap the proximity angle. I just clicked on this. Now I'm gonna click on this. And then click here. And then I hid this. I'm not teaching today. It's to introduce you to the idea of a differentiation. It's 2 layers. Just a lot of students. It's done. And he's like. He came to ask the teacher. Why is one in and one out? Live outside the country. I usually tell him. You first. You'll follow my program first. I don't explain. Just because I don't explain it doesn't mean I don't know it. It's the same with learning software, because I don't want you to know now. There are still a lot of people who learn software. He's got a program now. Come and take my course. He's been studying all day. He just wanted me to explain it to him. After the lesson he wanted me to explain to him how to use this case. How does his case work? I'll tell him. You're still at Shinru Elementary School. It's Rhino's first grade level. You have to know about a sophomore project at a Rhino high school. You're embarrassing yourself. You're giving me a hard time, too. Why? Because I told you. You don't understand either. You'll get tired of listening too. In fact, you'll find that many teachers who talk about software, you'll feel this teacher, wow, that's awesome. It's very high class. But you just can't learn. This one just isn't. Negative prefix, this one just doesn't think like a beginner. And then you don't differentiate your stuff. So many courses. A lot of classes. Maybe you're just wasting your time listening to it. Because you're just listening. There's also the fact that learning software has an important. The point is that the software it is not learned, it's gonna do it. So our course you are following one case by one doing. So software learning competitively differentiated Rhino software. There's also the COOP software. This method of learning concepts are particularly important. It's when you follow our philosophy, because we teach this crowd that we don't face. Speak honestly, he's pretty high in every aspect of his life. They're all very famous architectural firms. If you don't teach them well, people will talk about you, too. So we're constantly optimizing this curriculum, continuing to meet the needs of our customers. And then teaching is also a dismantling of the mind. That's what I think. And if it's true that you want to learn rhinoceros, follow the melon and tell the fruit idiom, figure to talk about the consequences of one's actions. You can buy my course. My course is the most expensive on the net. I'm telling you it's the most expensive on the net. But I think it can save you a lot of time and energy. You teach yourself or you watch free tutorials. Actually, you won't learn. You're wasting your time. And then also unsystematic. If you really want to do this, just buy one of our courses. Because experience really does matter. In fact, even though I'm selling my course, it's actually for everyone's benefit. Because I'm self-taught. Speak honestly, I'm self-taught. I've taken tons of wrong turns. A lot of wasted time and energy. If only there had been someone, a guy like me, putting the individual knowledge points, Various good knowledge points. And then there's the much needed technology in the construction, forestry, and timber fields that comes directly to me. What a relief. I do it all the time. I often ask myself this. Because I take other people's courses, too. Let's just say there's a lot of stuff I can absorb from other people. Absorb some of it. So I am collecting all the knowledge, and then summarize it. Summarize. So I think it's actually worth it. So you can do Rhino Building Online School. Access to our forums. Likes our jokes. You can go to our page to try it out. Feel. But it feels like I'm right or wrong. Today I am talking about differentiation in my own case. Means of differentiation. Thanks, guys. That's all I have to share.